Hello and welcome to our newbie guide. This is a short film designed to give new players some idea what's involved in fitting out a ship for PvP and flying as part of a fleet. We're going to look at fitting a tackling frigate because that's a ship a lot of new players will be flying when they first take part in PvP operations. You need to get yourself a frigate nice and cheap. I'm flying a Mars, so I've got myself a Punisher, which is a good tackling ship. You need to fit it out with the appropriate modules. We've opened up the fitting screen here. The most important module is a warp disruptor or warp scrambler. This will stop an enemy ship from warping off when you target them and fire your disruptor at them, which is very useful in PvP. You also need an afterburner. I've got one fitted there, or even better, if you are able to fit it, a micro warp drive. Failing that, just fit an afterburner. I've got some guns here so I can do some damage, and I'm going to take out these rolled tungsten plates, the armour, because they slow my ship down, and put in some nanofiber internal structures. But the main thing is a warp disruptor and a micro warp drive or an afterburner. If you have those fitted, you have your basic tackling frigate. Now, because we're taking part in PvP, we need to check our clone, make sure it's up to date. We need to make sure that the number of points that your clone can store is higher than the number of skill points that you have. You probably will die, so make sure that you don't lose any skills. I'm going to insure my ship by clicking on insurance in the station services there. I can see that it's already insured, but just to show you how it works, I'm going to cancel the insurance. You see a list of ships lined up here. Right click on the ship that you're about to fly, insure it, and this will make sure that if you get blown up, you get some ISK helping you to buy a new ship and get back into the action. I'm going to look for a fleet to join. Click the fleet button on the left here in your main menu, click join fleet, and then you click get fleets to see the fleets that you can join. In fact, because I'm just doing this for demonstration purposes, there are no fleets here, but usually you'd be signing up with a fleet which will be listed here. Your fleet commander will make sure it's visible. You right click it, you join the fleet. So I've got set up, I've got my ship here, I have made sure my clone is up to date, I have insured it, I've made sure that I have the correct modules fitted, and now I'm going to undock and join the fleet. The most important rule in PvP is to listen to your fleet commander. You will probably be on TeamSpeak or Ventrilo. They will be giving you orders, telling you what to do. You need to make sure that you pay attention to that, otherwise they'll get a little bit upset. One of the things they might tell you to do is to align to an object, which you will see in your overview, like a Stargate. So I am going to imagine I've been told to align to the LAH Stargate, that's LAAH. I choose it in the overview and then I click the align button at the top here. I don't click the warp button, which is something quite different. I click the align button, which is next to it, and this makes my ship point and face in the right direction. You can see here it is facing the gate, and then when I'm told, I click the warp button, so off we go. The point of aligning is that if you are aligned correctly, your ship will warp almost instantaneously. It doesn't need to turn first, so your fleet commander can tell everybody to align, and then once he says warp, he can be pretty certain that they are all going to warp at the same time. We're approaching the gate here. If you haven't been told to jump through the gate, then wait. Assume that your fleet commander doesn't want you to jump unless he actually says jump. Sometimes people will use certain code words. They will say gate is green or gate is red. This is just like traffic lights. If something is red, it means stop, don't jump through it. If something is green, then it means go. If your fleet commander hasn't said anything at all, then it's best to assume that the gate is red and not to jump through it until you're told. Now I'm going to imagine that my fleet commander has said gate is green, jump through it. So this is what I'm going to do. If everybody's been listening, they will all have jumped at the same time. They'll all emerge on the other side at roughly the same time, which means that they emerge in relative safety, and now they'll be able to carry on heading to their final destination, or heading to the enemy if the enemy is in this system. And that ends the first part of our newbie tutorial.